I'm going to ask about analysis about this game and the frustration about the defeat after such a good game against Benfica as well. It was a bit unjust. We did a great game again, just like we did at Dragão. We should have scored in the 90 minutes and ended the game in a draw, which I think was with a more fair result against Arsenal, who scored 13 goals in the last games. A team that would create a lot of difficulties. We represented Portuguese football. We also represented Porto. It's a shame that all the work that the players done, all the organisation, all the tactic, and we had a lot of ambition to reach the quarterfinals. And if it was a team that deserves to go through, it would be us. Look at what Porto done, and Porto didn't give Arsenal anything. Arsenal didn't really have a clear-cut chance before they scored. How can you transform that frustration? And on the other side, can you also explain at the end what happened between you and Arteta at the end? That's not really important. The frustration is quite big. It's difficult. You already know me. There's a lot of proud. Players are proud. There's frustration and disappointment, and I felt like we could have go far in this competition with the players that we have. We have a young team, but always developing. But they absorb all the work that we put in and all our tactics and all organisation as a team, and we see it in these games. The smallest error, we're punished, and if we defined a bit better in the 90 minutes, we probably would have scored, and that was our intention. What Arteta said and he didn't say, I think it's best. During the game, towards the bench, he in Spanish, I'm not sure if it's to do with the Spanish managers, he insulted my family, and then at the end I said, attention, who he insulted is not between us. He should focus on training his team, because they have a lot of individual qualities to do that. Good evening, Sergio. You've mentioned obviously how you feel and the players feel after losing. After you just done what a lot of teams haven't been able to do, what words are you used to define your team? The words are the words I've mentioned already. I think it's unjust, but very proud of my team. A lot of frustration and disappointment for all that. And knowing it was a very hard task, but possible. A word to all the fans who were there and were showing how big Porto are and how historical they are. The one that has the most presence in the competition, and it's just the biggest competition in the world. 120 minutes and penalties. The frustration is going to be harder than when you play Vizela. It's the same. Football is constantly restarting, and us, we have players, we have a training room where we have two competitions to fight in. That's the league and the cup. The league is difficult, we're behind, it's difficult, it's not impossible. We're going after the 27 points that are available. And in the cup, in the Portuguese Cup, the semi-final against Vitória Guimarães, we'll play 2 games to obviously get to the final.